Good morning. This is Van with Level 8 here to do some pre-market for you. August 21, 2026. Let's get started here. Start with our key ranges chart every morning. We're looking at both indexes in terms of futures, the ES and NQ. We look at the micro version, more traffic. Most of our members trade these micros. We've got some volume profiles set right now. Can look a little bit busy, but what we're seeing here uh, is right now we're correcting back down into this Globex value area. There's the Globex value area high, and there's the low is G val will be down here, G val will be down here. So and there's the center of control. This is on NQ. Same thing here on ES. We found resistance at yesterday's point of control, the regular session point of control, and now we're correcting down. We may have expected that. We had run up greater than the expected move today, and we generally see some type of correction around the open or at the open there, and we'll see if that continues at the open. But we've got bullish structures. Obviously we're transitional now above these 200s, but we're certainly on the lower time frames. We've started to switch, but on the higher time frames up through into the 15 still. We're still bullish, although this move is getting us into a transitional area, but our EMAs are shooting straight up. We've obviously got VWAPs moving up, but we're going to have to see some data after the open. This is kind of starting to change things for us. Our treasuries are really flat right now. Not a lot happening with those. Not a lot of information. It's too early for ticks. Uh, let's see. We can go look at our longer time frames next. Here's our daily chart. We're in this void here between these prior levels. So we've come up off of this August 6th swing low. It came down to it yesterday, found support. Now we're moving back up, and we'll see how we react to this 21 and this 8 here and this 50. I mean, this is a big confluence, and so far the 8 has been pushing that down. From a macro standpoint, if we see the 8 pressing down on strong support like that, it's a lot of times an upside setup, but we'll just see how that goes. Daily can be a little bit different, but we have those couple of levels to the downside. We've got our previous highs and lows on our 10-minute chart. We'll watch those as we go there. This run has been fairly significant down to the 5. This is it. This is ES. This is a 2-minute chart, and we're going to hit that 200. We are always aware of 200, so we're always aware of GWAP. This has gotten into an extension area here on the level 8 MACD. So RSI, some violet extension, that's the third level. So we'll see if we don't get some consolidation or maybe move back to the upside there. Bullish. And we've got mildly bullish tone. Here are these shorter term charts that we're just talking about. Here's our 5-day range of highs and lows. We're in the bottom half of that, still from yesterday. We still, we still maybe have some mildly bearish gamma exposure or negative gamma exposure. So we'll have to be careful about fading price to the downside. We could get some short moves in general on that. Through that 2-minute 200, the 5-minute will be next. We're basically on the 10-minute. May find support there. There's a greater move down. So we're having a pretty good correction right now. Extending this now into extreme RSI above 85 to the downside, and certainly that trend, that extension on that MACD is continuing. I'm going to go over to our execution chart. We execute on the 1 minute chart in the context of all the other time frames like that. And you can arrange these charts how you want. If you don't have, you may not have 4 monitors. You may have one monitor, but you can definitely use Alt Tab to switch between them and stay up with it once you get used to it. We're again in that severe RSI on the 1 minute as well. So uh, we're in an extreme extension away from the 8 EMA here, over 2. We're generally looking for a level at that point to fade. Would be our normal response to that, because that's a predictive thing for us when we get that extreme extension all over the place and we get away from the 1 minute 8. And we'll typically see some consolidation, if not a reversal. Now, this is still low volume pre-market area I'm talking about. During the regular session, uh, ADX is also in an exhaustion zone here on the 1 minute. So everything is telling us, okay, we're going to see some consolidation, or uh, maybe an outright reversal somewhere down here. And that's kind of the way we trade these things, guys. We are aware of levels, we're aware of extension, we are aware of gamma exposure. Here are these treasuries. The 30-year is really kind of taken off to the downside. They've started selling the long end there pretty hard. Uh, we are There's the Dow. Dow is up, obviously. NQ, we've seen, and ES are up. NQ's outperforming a little bit. It's too early for our sector information, and Mag 7th. Uh, we go look at our Let's go look at our playbook here. We do this one every morning. We have a purchasing managers index flash a little bit later. That's general economic activity for purchasing managers in terms of orders, things of that nature. And it flows into growth and the dollar value. Two-way risk there. We have some earnings, some large earnings the rest of the day. Not a lot of macro news. Tomorrow, same type of thing. Not a lot of big impact news events. There's where we saw the ZB and ZN, the treasuries being down a little bit. Oil uh, fairly flat. Dixie flat. VIX moving down. These can be seen as kind of bullish, and we were bullish earlier, just before we've had this little sell-off here coming into the open. A lot of times that continues, but we'll see. And NQ leadership confirms the risk on tone. Now that risk on tone may be changing, as we've seen. Options overlay is mildly bullish, and the call sizzle is above the put sizzle there, mildly bullish with low volume, basically. Now we'll start to get a description of where we are in terms of these levels that we were looking at on key ranges chart. Excuse me. Here, uh, and we'll start to get cues about the bearish plan, bullish plan. Obviously, we start to get down to these levels now. This hit the prior value area low. That's yesterday's regular auction, right there at that 200. So this was when we have this confluence of levels like this, we really look for this type of move. And on the 1 minute chart, we were just talking about it. So when we see this type of extension that we get over to, that's when we go looking for levels. We go looking for levels on our workspace, and we're really looking to fade this back up. Typically, the 2 minute 8 can be a good target on those. This run back up to the 1 minute 200. So that's a really good example of an extension trade that we would get, and that's 50. That's 50. I believe this is set for 25s. It is. That's a 50-point move right there that we could have bid. We come down here, we get a spinning top, and we could have put a bid up here above this 25 and gotten out up here. Probably these target zones are good places to do that, but that was before the cash open. Definitely would have gotten out then, but that's just an example of how we trade this stuff. So we'll just see as that we'll see as we develop here how we how we move past these levels. We'd like to get breaks and retests, things settle down a little bit, and that's what we've got. So we relieved that condition. We've got this is the higher value acceptance that we had above the Globex, and we're going to get a likely bullish call out of that. So we'd like for these to start to agree. This one is now giving us a VWAP magnet likely, and that's a 9 o'clock call. So yeah, that's where we're at right now, and we'll get some more data and move throughout our day. If you like this content, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go to level8trading.com. You can get into the playbooks and the gamma models, and join us in the room and see how we trade this stuff. I'll be back for tomorrow's pre-market, and good luck trading today.